Before we dive in, let me be clear. I am a massive Assassin's Creed fan. I've played every single game in the series, some multiple times, so I feel I have a solid foundation to critique and express skepticism about the upcoming Assassin's Creed games. First, let's talk about Mirage. When the initial gameplay trailer was released, I was critical. I didn't see any innovation or improvements in graphics. It looked like a last-gen title being released for next-gen consoles. Remember AC Unity from 2014? Despite its initial issues, it was ambitious and now runs smoothly. But let's not get sidetracked here. With the second trailer for Mirage, I'm cautiously optimistic. The combat and parkour look smooth, reminiscent of Assassin's Creed Origins. However, some aspects, like the stiff facial animations in gameplay and the okay-at-best graphics, concern me. I don't want to sound overly negative, but stick around and you'll understand why I think it might not succeed. Next, we have Assassin's Creed Black Flag 2. It's exciting, but why did it take so long to make another Black Flag? Well, they did make a sequel called Rogue, but it was criticized for being too similar to Black Flag. Now, with 12 more AC games in development and Skull and Bones in development hell, I worry these games might fail. The issue is that Ubisoft is trying to do too much and satisfy every demographic. They're not focused on creating one fantastic Assassin's Creed game with the best features and most polish. It feels like they're building games like kids playing with Legos without passion behind the projects. Imagine if Santa Monica was working on 6 God of War games simultaneously. Would you be confident that all those games would be masterpieces like Ragnarok? If you said yes, then you might not understand the importance of passion in game development. Let's talk about a game that surprised us all. After finishing Syndicate, I was pretty much done with the Assassin's Creed franchise. As were many others, Ubisoft took 2 years off and gave us Assassin's Creed Origins. When it came out, I didn't even care, to be honest. Even after the reviews came out, I remained indifferent. It wasn't until a year or two later that I decided to give it a chance. And let me tell you, I was blown away. In fact, I'm playing it right now for the 6th time, believe it or not. Moving on to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, a game that faced its fair share of criticism. But personally, I loved it. The world was expansive and rich, offering a sense of exploration that was truly immersive. But it wasn't just the world that captivated me. The side quests in Odyssey were a highlight. They were filled with humor and unexpected twists, adding a layer of charm to the game that kept me engaged. And let's not forget about the combat. Odyssey took the combat system from Origins and refined it, adding more depth and variety. The ability to customize your playstyle, whether you preferred stealth, ranged attacks, or going in swords blazing, added a level of strategy that made each encounter feel unique. Let's shift gears and talk about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This game had moments of brilliance, but overall, it felt like it was built on an assembly line. On the surface, it looked impressive, much like a shiny new BMW. But once you got behind the wheel and spent a day driving, you realized it was more akin to a Prius. Valhalla had a strong opening, but the middle portion of the game felt like a slog, repetitive and lacking the spark that made other entries in the series stand out. The ending picked up again, but by then the damage was done. It felt like we were sold a premium sports car, but what we got was a budget vehicle with a hefty price tag. Despite its shortcomings, Valhalla did have its moments. There were signs of what could have been an awesome game, but it felt like it was built without passion. Can you see now why I'm skeptical about Assassin's Creed Mirage and Black Flag 2, wouldn't you be? It seems like Ubisoft is lacking direction lately. They're constantly announcing hundreds of games, churning them out of the factory like it's nothing, and charging full prices for these unpolished games. And the funny part, they don't even seem to care. If 1 out of 10 games is a massive success, that's good enough for them. But what about us, the consumers? Should we just buy all the Assassin's Creed games? Should we pre-order? Should we buy that golden Isu armor or sword? I think it's time we took a step back and looked really closely at Ubisoft. We need to listen to what they're saying and watch closely what they're practicing. That's my take on it, guys. If you think I'm just hating on Assassin's Creed for clickbait, go ahead and dislike the video. I don't care. What I think is worse are other YouTubers overhyping these games like crazy. It's free marketing and advertising for Ubisoft. They're saving millions on ads, actually. But let's remember, we're the consumers. We're the ones who decide with our wallets. So let's make sure we're making informed decisions and not just buying into the hype. Thank you for watching this video. These are my most honest thoughts, and I hope you found them insightful. Remember, we're all fans here, and it's okay to critique the things we love. That's how they get better. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this. As always, I appreciate your support and look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments below.